Hey, welcome back, Lunatics. My name is D-Town. I'm here on behalf of Interlude TCG Supplies to bring you a deck profile and gameplay videos for Disney Lorcana. This time we're looking at a Rise of the Floodborn deck. It is Ruby Sapphire, and I'm excited to show you guys the sheer power of this deck. Let's get into the deck profile. So we have 4 copies of Sergeant Tibbs. You just need a 1/2/2 in your deck to help withstand against some of these brutal aggro decks. So that's why he's found his place in here. Gaston, the 2-drop king, is a 4/2, kind of a control card, has Reckless, but you can see here we run the Cogsworth that gives all of our Reckless cards the ability to quest. So we could play him out turn 2, play Cogsworth turn 3, and get him to quest if we don't want him to swing into something quite yet. And you'll see that he also combos with the Shift Gaston on turn 4. So we can go Gaston 2, 3 with Cogsworth, 4 with Big Gaston. Mother Gothel, 4 copies of. So this card is kind of our main draw power in the deck. You play her down on turn 5. So turn 4, you're going to be playing your Dinner Bell. And then turn 5, you play Mother Gothel, tap Dinner Bell, and then you draw 3 cards. She's also just a big beat stick, and if you need some extra characters to just swing in with, if you know your opponent's not playing any steel or cards that can ping you down for 1, then she's kind of a safe bet to just do some early trading. Cogsworth, we play him, mentioned earlier, because of the Reckless ability, but also he's our shift target for the 5-drop Cogsworth. Giving us resist on all of our fighters is really nice. Also just quest for 2, so some nice synergy that happens with this deck between these two. Gramma is here. I might actually cut her out of the deck. I don't think she's seen a lot of good play, but she has a little bit of synergy with the Shere Khan, because you typically want to trade in and they're not going to trade into you. So at least you can get a lore for trading into somebody, kind of speed up your game a little bit. We do have some big drops in this deck, 6s and 7s. We also run Be Prepared, so it helps us get to those faster in case boards are getting just too big early on. I just haven't seen in the couple of games that I've played with her that much of an impact, so maybe I'll keep testing it, but we'll see. So we have Rhea in here. Also important to note that this deck is built around what exists on Pixelborn as of November 13th. I don't think that they have the shift target for Rhea, but once they do come out with that, we'll probably make some room for that shift target, as it works really well with Shere Khan. But Rhea's also by herself as a 3-drop is pretty cool. When she goes and kills something, banishes it through battle, you can restand her. And this, plus having Cogsworth and Shere Khan on the board, yes, it's a lot of cards to have out, but having those, it allows you to make a lot of different trades while gaining lore and not taking too much damage. And then we have the bread and butter of this deck, which is Shere Khan. He's a 3/3/3/1. And has the ability that whenever one of your characters, including himself, challenges another character, you get to gain lore. So what this does is it basically helps you control the board, which Red is already great at. And instead of losing out against aggro, you're progressing the game state while controlling the board. So that's a really big key component of this deck. Then we have 4 copies of Maui, probably the strongest fighter in the game still. It's a 5/6/5. And because of Cogsworth, if we needed to, we could have him quest. But most of the time, you'll have your board established with Shere Khan, allowing him to just get lore anyway while he's attacking. He's also a fantastic target for Dinner Bell. So kind of the combo here is you play Dinner Bell on turn 4. And then you swing in with Maui on turn 5. And then on your next turn, you play something small and you can pop the Maui, maybe make another trade, and then you're drawing like usually 3 to 4 cards off of the Maui, which is great. You can also be played on turn 7. So if you have Dinner Bell already out, you could just swing in and then pop them for some cards, which is fantastic as well. Talked about the Cogsworth. Again, just ward, keeps him on the board for a really long time and just provides some nice resist. He's also a good mid-game lore quester. And then we have Gaston. So Gaston essentially replaces himself. We could cheat him out a little bit early if we feel like we don't need to control the board and we need to push harder for game, because he does quest for 3, so he can swing out on turn 4. And then you draw a card. And it's just so much better than just drawing a card, because you're looking at different options of where you're currently at. And at turn 4 through 6, you're kind of in that mid game, and so you're able to find the options that you need for the mid game or plan for the late game. Then we have Robin Hood. This is more just a tech card against evasive, and it also just kind of helps us draw a little bit later on. But this is definitely a flex spot along with Gramma that I could see you swapping out if you need some more room. And then we have our Big Scar. This is an awesome legendary card. When I first saw it released, I was like, it's not that great. But it's pretty good. The ability to be a body that can come in and make 2 favorable trades because he can restand himself is very, very important. And the synergy with Shere Khan and Dinner Bell just makes him that much better. And then he's 1 step better than Maui because he can also quest for 2. So if there's no big threats and you just want to quest, you have that ability. And he can also sing his famous song, Be Prepared, if you need to. So he can come in, take something out, restand himself, and then on your next turn, if you need to, then you can sing Be Prepared and play out some other threats. We run just 1 copy of Nothing to Hide. Again, another flex spot. Just wanted to try it out. It's actually really good. I think I'd probably consider running a couple more of these. Maybe not in this deck, but it is nice to just have the one of, just to get some intel on your opponent. It's great. It's the best if you can draw it in your mulligan, just because you're seeing what they're playing. You can kind of pace out their curve and play accordingly. And with this kind of control-ish type deck, that's definitely important intel to have. We also have 4 copies of Let It Go because we need targeted removal. This could be sung by a lot of different characters, as you can see here. And if you need to just hard cast it, sometimes you're in that sticky situation, you need the tempo back, so you can go ahead and hard cast it. And because we play shield, you can quest, then you can shield, then you can sing. So there is some nice synergy with those. 3 copies to Be Prepared, mostly just because of the ink space. It's also like we're trying to control the board and keep our guys in play to attack some more. So Be Prepared is really just our like oh shit button. So if they go really wide and they start making really favorable trades, we could just pop this out and kind of reset the state of the game. The only downside of Be Prepared in this deck is we don't have a lot of good late game. We have like really strong early to mid. So if you find that this card isn't performing as well, maybe consider swapping in some late game targets instead of some of these like really early games. So like the Gramma, maybe you ship in something that's a little bit bigger so that you have something commanding once Be Prepared comes down. Then we have the shields. That's to help us restand cards for either Shere Khan, restand our Maui, restand our some of our smaller characters like Mother Gothel if we don't want them to just trade into it for free. It's also just great for just making lots and lots of trades when you have resist on the field, because you're able to damage so many different things. And then Dinner Bell, that is our draw power of the deck. This card works best with Maui, Mother Gothel, sometimes Robin Hood, and Scar. And then if you really need to, you could pop your Cogsworth or your Rhea if you are in a bind and you just need like a couple cards. But if you can get Dinner Bell out on turn 4 and then Mother Gothel on turn 5, it does feel really nice because now you're into the mid game and you've just drawn a fresh, basically half of your hand. And so now you have a lot of options to pick and choose how you want to control the rest of the matchup. It does feel a little bit slow when it happens, but by turn 5, you'll already kind of have some stuff on board that could control the board a little bit, like Rhea, Shere Khan, Gaston. And so the board shouldn't be too overwhelming by turn 5. So it's like feels like a perfect spot to just draw all those cards. Okay, so that is the entire deck. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's get into some gameplay videos right now. Sheer power. That's the name of the game. Let's see if we can find our beloved Shere Khan. Alright, so we have Dinner Bell Maui. This is pretty nice. Mother Gothel, Dinner Bell's also pretty great. Probably just hang on to maybe this for ink. Let's try to find something else. Okay. So I think we are going to ink Hmm. Cogsworth and Gaston's pretty cool too. I guess since we have enough of these, we'll just sink one of those. Having 2 dinner bells is not ideal. That is for sure. We just want to blow up our deck a little bit, not a whole lot of it. Opponent knows what we are packing. Alright, so we're going to start pulling cards from the middle so that they don't know what we have. I guess we'll play the Gaston out. Then we could quest with it whenever we play Cogsworth next turn. Okay. I'll ink that. We'll play the Cogsworth. And we'll quest. What's happening? Quest. Okay. First time on stream, Gaston is questing. Little reckless man. Okay, so I'm not even gonna lie, I haven't even seen what they've been inking. I'm sure it's a really great card though. So I think we're going to get rid of this Maui. Play Dinner Bell. And then next turn we can Mother Gothel Dinner Bell, which will be pretty sick. And we're just gonna keep questing. My opponent has all the items. Every single item in the game. Pixelborn Flynn. And they are ramping. They are ramping. They are really ramping. Whoa. Alright. So this costs 2, right? Yep. So we are going to say hello and goodbye to Mother Gothel. She was a nice lady. And we're going to draw 3 cards. And then we can ink. I'm assuming Hades is coming out, so I'll probably keep the Let It Go. Right? Yeah. We have a lot of Be Prepared, which is kind of silly. I don't have to quest with the Gaston, but it's kind of like, why not? You know what I mean? So next turn, we might have to blow up our Cogsworth with Dinner Bell. We shall see. Ah, Himber Flamerson. Flaversham. When you play this character, and whenever he quests, you may banish one of your items to draw 2 cards. Nice. Judy Hops. Killing our Dinner Bell. Rude. Okay, so we got our big Cogsworth. That's pretty cool. The question is, do I... Yeah, we could shift Sing and then play Shere Khan. Seems kind of fun. Shift Sing and play. And I like that Shere Khan is whenever just one of your characters challenges, including himself. It's not just other characters, so that feels pretty nice. Okay. I don't really want to kill Shere Khan with this dinner bell. I think I'll just play this. Oh, but he's only going to take 1 damage because of the resist. Maybe we'll just play this for now. Yeah, he'd have to trade both of his characters in. Oh, quest and pass. So if you don't know what Rhea does, basically if she can kill something, she can restand herself. Ooh, nice. Eye of the Fates. Sees all my be prepareds. Flavasham. Draw some cards. I'd probably trade everything into Maurice, I think. I think Quest went Maleficent. Okay, so we could trade into Maleficent. We'll take 1, and then we'll take 1 from Maurice. And then we'll draw, or we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4 lore, I think. Ooh, now we can get a little bit more. That's pretty nice. Okay, so we could trade into here, and then we could do 2, 5, 7. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. It's a lot of lore we're gonna gain here. And I think we'll still have all of our characters on board. So we'll restand, then we'll do 3. Gain 2 lore for that. Gain 2 lore for that. Gain 2 lore for that. And we'll also get to restand again. Nice. Pretty good turn. That was what? 8 lore that we just generated. I'll probably just dinner bell this, Rhea. Alright, actually, I think we just trade everything and win. Like, attack into Flaversham with everyone and we just win the game. Oh no. Not the Pinocchio. Well played, opponents. Alright. Scoop up the victory. The sheer power is too much for them. Let's jump into another game here. Yeah, so I'm loving this idea of I play my character, I like attack, and I still progress to win the game. Like, that's pretty great. Alright. Let's see what we have here. I think these are all a little too slow for us. Probably keep these around. Might end up inking the Shere Khan. Definitely want to get this dinner bell off. Alright. So we could do... Oh, no, you need 4 for this. Okay, I think we'll just ink a Gaston and pass. So we want to get our Mother Goth out and be able to dinner bell. So it could be a turn 2, turn 3. Or no, this could be our turn 5 play as playing Mother Gothel with a 3-drop. Don't really want to get rid of this, but I'm going to do it anyway. And we'll get... think we'll play Gaston. Then we'll go turn 3, turn 4, and then turn 5. 2, 2. Oh, actually, that's kind of awkward too. It's not on curve. Don't mind trading this. I think we can get rid of the Robin Hood because we should be drawing with. Should be drawing with Dinner Bell here pretty soon. Oh, nice. The gang's all here. But I think just a little too slow. So, yeah, because I want to get that Dinner Bell out. Okay, so now next turn, if we have a 1-drop, we could play a 1-drop. If not, we'll just draw 3 cards. Okay. Or we could play Shere Khan. Oh, okay, that kind of changes things. Definitely don't want to have that supporter out there. I would like to draw some cards. Yeah, maybe this is a later turn play. Not exactly sure. We'll play it like this and see. We're just in the lab testing, you know. We're just chilling. So we have the double Shere Khan, which is pretty great. Yeah, I think we'll want to trade this. And we can quest and pass. So unfortunately we don't have enough power for Rhea to kill off these guys. Could get Cogsworth out next turn, or we could just play the Gaston. Or honestly, we could just build up to be prepared. Probably be fine with that too. Let's play the Gaston. Just get some pressure on the board. Okay, well this also kind of changes things. And we will... Don't want them to kill my Rhea, so... I think I'll just pass here. The next turn we can Maui into Dinner Bell on the Maui for 4 cards, which will be pretty big for us. Okay. Alright, so we'll get rid of the Cogsworth. Maybe the Shere Khan. Maybe I'm being too greedy with these Shere Khans. Yeah. And then we'll go Maui. And Dinner Bell. Also, could have just done that first instead of getting rid of the Shere Khan. Then we can get rid of the Maleficent and Quest. I should have definitely attacked and drew first, and then done the got rid of the Rhea. Oh wow, have they even been inking orange cards? Once again, I'm just not paying attention to what they're inking. Yeah, this is fine though, because we have the Scar. I think I want to get this Sheer Con down though. Yeah, I think we'll go Sheer Con into Cogsworth. Because they have a lot of 1-drops out, so Cogsworth is going to be pretty huge here. Definitely want to quest, I think, here. And we'll do 2 damage, just because we're going to get the 1 lore anyway. But it puts some damage on Mickey Mouse. I don't really care if they play another Rapunzel, because we're about to pop off here. We've got, yeah, just a lot of lore on board. There's 7 on board right now. Guess you'd pick Gaston. And then they'll probably feel safe to quest, but then we have the Scar as well. Oh, opponent just concedes. Sometimes there's no way around it. All right, another win for the big cat. Let's get into our final game here. There's just something about like the combination of the artwork, this 3/3/3, and just a really cool ability that has me very excited about Sheer Con. Okay, let's see what we have this time. So we do have some ramp. That feels pretty good. I don't think we'll need the shield. Could do some cheeky stuff with like running Gramma in after playing a Sheer Con. Maybe the Robin Hood is just a little too late. And I don't yeah, we'll keep the Tibbs around. Okay. This is pretty good. Cogsworth on 3 is nice. So we will just do that and pass. Okay, so we got red. Okay, nice. We have our Mother Gothel and Dinner Bell yet again. I don't know how we keep drawing into that, but hey, I'm here for it. Alright, then we'll go Cogsworth. We'll get our big boy out next turn. Okay, Enchantress is pretty nice. So I'd like to run this Gramma into this Enchantress. So I think I will do that. So we're getting a 1 off the board, and then we're ramping. So Enchantress is basically like reverse challenger. So whenever you challenge them, they get +2. But they only have 1 health, so our Grandma is a pretty easy trade into that. Okay. I'd like to do even Shere Khan here. I think would be pretty nice. And since they have a lot of low-cost cards, I mean, it'd be nice for them to do 0 damage, but I think we'll just... Oh, but I'm not running anything into anyone at this moment. We gotta get the Dinner Bell out. So... Actually, this works pretty good. We'll just do that, and we'll do this. Alright, and then next turn, Mother Gothel, Dinner Bell, probably trade Cogsworth into Flynn. All right. Nice. We'll be at 6, so we could go if we draw another 2. Okay. So we're going to play this first. Kill her off. Actually, the 1 cost here isn't bad. But yeah, I'd rather have Gaston out so we can shift next turn, I think. Question is, do I stop him here and discard a Gaston, or do I just wait? I think I just wait. Okay, so we're going against evasive, so actually I need to do what I can to get these non-evasive characters off the board. I think our only way around those is Robin Hood, and I've already gotten rid of 1. I think we only have 1 left in the deck. Not too worried about Bell, because we could just dinner Bell the cards back. I think I go 7, 4, 7. So we'll play this. Play this. Then we'll shift. Yeah, this rush card's pretty good. Now we can go with this and this. We'll get rid of the... I think we have to get rid of the Gaston. And we'll pass. It's gonna be a pretty tight game, I think. Oh, nice, they have Shirkan. Oh, that's pretty sick. Okay, so we got rid of one of the evasive cards, so I'm happy about that. Alright, and then even this isn't bad. So we can go ink, play this, play the Scar, attack the Bell, reset him, quest. Quest with this. I think we'll keep our Cogsworth up. Since we have no cards in hand, it like feels a little... Yeah, wouldn't want to start losing on these trades. So, a bit of a sticky situation, but we do have some room to... If we need to pop this Scar, we can. Okay. Not really what we wanted to see there. I think we'll quest, then dinner bell. So we need to find some more answers, I think. Or, yeah. Drawing some more cards here. Ends up drawing our opponent quite a few cards. I don't want to quest with you. We already, okay, we haven't inked. That'll only get us 7. Hmm. I don't really want to kill the Cogsworth for 1. Feels pretty bad. Would love to draw into another rush character. Because even if we draw Scar, we can rush into them and burn them if we need to. Oh no! Oh, that's so scary. Oh, so he has game on board. That's lame. Hmm. Don't want him to draw cards. We need to progress our board state, so I'll kill the Cogsworth and be prepared. Our opponent's playing green, so that's pretty troublesome for us. Kind of have to do this just so we can draw the extra card here. I don't think this is going to do much for us, so... Actually... Yeah, we'll keep it around. So I'm trying to think, like... So he goes to 19, he just plays a card. We need a removal spell. But we could crash into this with the Scar. Okay. Yeah, we have no way to draw cards here. Damn. I think taking out that Flynn early on would have bought us a turn. So yeah, I was thinking here, like, if for like some reason he didn't have an answer, we could have quested with Robin Hood, played yeah, something like this, and then won on the next turn, but just that one turn away, man. Well played, well played. Pixelborn Feflo. That was a good game, though. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed these gameplay videos and the deck profile. I think the deck performs really well. There's some more optimization that can happen here, but I just wanted to get this video out to show everyone that we're not just living in another amber, steel, red, purple world, that we have some new options available to us to play around with. Do I think this deck is top tier? I probably wouldn't say so. I think maybe with some more optimization, you could get it to a spot where it could be a contender for maybe like a top 16 fit or possibly a top 8. But let me know what you think about the deck. What changes are you making? Do you like Shere Khan? Do you think it's stupid? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video.